Yo guys, what's up? This is the first OL official podcast. I'm your host, CA Sam. Let's get to know the boys on the podcast. First, TATE, Marwan, and Dexter Stinson. My first question for Dexter Stinson. Dexter, I'd like to know, what is your secret to success?
So, man, I wake up like everybody else. I wake up, I brush my teeth sometimes, but then I go to work, and then I just go. For the rest of the day, I just sit there.
Alright, Marwan, I guess I'll let you know also what's your secret to success.
What I do, I wake up 1:47 a.m. in the morning. I do a couple of push-ups. I tell my server to go get me some coffee. I tell my other server to cook me some breakfast. 3 o'clock a.m. I get on my computer, send some emails here and there, and then 4 p.m. hits. I'm off work. I go to the club. I go on a yacht, and I go drink a couple of beers, and then I knock out.
Great answer. And what about you, TATE?
Shit, man. I think it's just, you just gotta stay true to yourself, you heard?
Yeah, man. I heard. I'll start with TATE this time for another question. What's the most important thing in your routine?
Oh, man. The most important thing
Yes, sir.
in my routine. Man, definitely gotta be brushing my teeth in the morning for sure.
That's what's up, man. What's up? Go ahead, Marwan.
My routine, my favorite part, I like to take a shower about 5 times a day. I like to keep it fresh, for sure.
Yeah. Good answer. What about you, Dexter Stinson?
In my routine, I don't really sleep. I wake up every morning at 3:02 a.m. and then I go back to sleep for 7 minutes, and then main part is I watch a regular show for 2 hours.
Dexter, I've had this podcast for a long time. That's the best answer I've ever had on this podcast, man. Let me tell you that.
True.
Mr. Dexter, I'd like to know personally from you, why do you work so hard, man?
I didn't have much, in my business. I had my clothes, my shoes, my socks. I just wanted to have socks and shoes, growing up.
Marwan, I'd like to know, why do you work so hard too, man?
Hard work is something you have to do when you're in the situation I'm in. I have to feed my family. I have to feed my 7 kids and my wife. My wife depends on me a lot because she doesn't have a job. I tell her to go get a job, but she doesn't like to. So I have to work on the kids myself. So sometimes she sleeps on the couch. Sometimes I sleep on the bed. That's just how it is.
Good answer. And Mr. Potato, how you feel?
I don't even work hard, bro.
We'll start with you, TATE. I'd like to know, would you invest in basketball?
Most definitely. I would invest in basketball.
What about you, Marwan?
I'm not much of a basketball player myself, but I've seen these basketball players and they're really good at soccer. So I would go into a soccer league, get basketball players to play on their off season and invest in there then. And I'll be a millionaire and a billionaire and then a trillionaire. That's how it goes back in the day. Back in my day, I would...
And of course, the anticipated Dexter.
Basketball, like Ben Simmons, like Bron, Kyrie. I like what they're doing. The sport, it does good. It does well, I like to watch it. I don't play as much, but if I was to invest, it's like that's time. Time is money. It's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 on the clock, and so that's what I'll do for basketball.
That's a great answer, That's a great answer. Y'all know every episode we get the fan submitted question. The fan submitted question for this podcast is, what's something you wish someone would have told you at the age of 2?
Well, my thing is my favorite quote from the book.
Yeah, good answer, yeah. Dex, go ahead.
I like taxes, and I wish I could avoid them growing up. I wish someone would have held my hands at 2 years old and told me about the taxes. I just would have been free from a lot of stress.
Yeah, good answer. And of course, TATE.
At 2 years old, wish somebody would have told me. I think I'm glad that it went the way it went, and I don't wish nobody would have told me nothing else.
That's a good answer, man. That's a good answer. Next question we got for y'all boys. Dexter, starting off with you. Dexter, how would you personally fix global warming?
The Earth and the globe. I got a globe in my office actually, and I turn the heat on. I just turn the heat down. That's how I do it.
Of course, Dexter. Good answer. How about you, Marwan?
Global warming is when the warm globe is getting warmer and warmer. And to stop it from getting warm, we're going to get colder. My heart's going to get colder. My wife count is gonna increase, my body count is gonna increase, my money count is gonna increase. I have $0 in my bank account right now, but I will help global warming to save this planet from all the places that have good donuts, and I stand by that word.
Good answer, good answer, good answer. And of course, most anticipated, Tato. I know you're a global warming activist, man. What would you do to fix that issue right now in the world?
I don't like touching no global warming. Thank you.
All right, next question for y'all. I think I'll start with Tato this time. Tato, what is your net worth, man?
Honestly, I don't like touching bases on net worth. I'd rather not let people know what's going on in my personal life. I appreciate it though. Thank you.
Alright. Dexter?
You know, network, man, it's always just picky, you know, it's like network. You know, I actually got $10,000 in my checking right now. If you look me up on Google, it'll say I'm worth $200 million. See, the network on Google is actually wrong. I actually got way less.
And of course, my mom, we talked about this in the car before the show, but what is your net worth, man? You know, silence speaks. Good answer, good answer, good answer. Dexter, how do you feel about the Boston Marathon bombing?
You know, it happened. You know?
Actually, my time to go is actually arrived. I have to go feed my kids and my family. Could you please end the interview, sir?
Alright guys, that was the first podcast by OLL. We're here with Tato, Marwan, and Dexter. Thank you for joining us today, man, and peace out.